Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. They're juicy. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 10th day of June, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey. How are you? It's Monday. Going to be a beautiful day. A little rain a couple days this week, but today, pretty much perfect. I hope the weekend was perfect for you. Here's what we got today. Ben Lieber, Mike Mussman, Max O's here, and Corey, and Saucy, and myself. And who knows? Maybe Nick will come in and run the keyboard is back there so you can see what we look like as we try to make each other laugh. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Here's some comedy from my favorite new guy, Dusty Slay. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I used to get high a lot when I was younger. Well, not like a little kid, but in between the age of being a little kid and how old I am right now. And I got real high one time, and I went to this gas station, and I pulled up to the pump, and I got out, realized I'd pulled up to the wrong side of my car, you know? Not a big deal. Got back in, laughed for a while. Then I drove all the way around to the other side, still on the wrong side. I just left, you know what I mean? You can't mess up twice and still try to get gas. I just took the Papa John sign off the top of my car and put it in the back seat. Not trying to get fired too, you know? Worst part was I prepaid, and that's just giving money away. Like I went inside, I was like, here's a 20. Just put that in your pocket. I'm gonna circle the parking lot a couple of times, and I'm gonna take off. You just get some lunch. Because you can't go back in there, right? You can't go back in and be like, hey man, I just can't figure out these pumps out here. Hell, I tried a couple, but yours are all on that same side. And
Monday, June 10th, it's the Power Trip Morning Show. I'm Corey Cobb. That's Chris Hockey. There's Meat Sauce. There's Max.
Max has lightning in his stride.
Hi. And in my pants.
Yeah, well, prove it.
Okay. I'll whip it out right now.
Lightning in your pants.
Never giving up the weed.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
Yeah, well, you can get a shot for that. That was comedian Dusty Slay. I listened to the entire hour this weekend. He's got a special. My God, is that funny?
Is it a Netflix special?
I actually watched that one on the YouTubes.
He's great, man. He's super funny.
He's one of these that, like, there's a new rash of clean comics, man. Like Bargatze and those guys.
He's like your guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he on Bargatze's podcast all the time?
I believe that's how I found out about him. I was thinking about that. I believe that must be how I found out about him. He's so good, man. That whole hour, it's
Yeah, Dusty Slay Working Man.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that guy.
Every bit of that Hawks ever played is funny.
And there's two of them. That one, and then there's one that's on YouTube is called Being Poor in Trailer Parks.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Which is just there's so much that maybe that's why I like it so much. There's so much I relate to, but
is that dude a character like Larry the Cable Guy, or is this actually him?
I don't know. I really don't know anything about him. I know he's here, I think in November, something like that. So I'm hoping to go see him. But he talks about getting a new NASCAR T-shirt and how when his mom got back from vacation, he'd get a new Wolf T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God, that's my childhood.
Yeah.
According to the old Google, he's at the Fitzgerald on November 23rd and First Avenue. I'm a little confused. Maybe he's got two shows same day?
Yeah, maybe one of them's a charity event or something like that. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know. But he's funny.
Either way, he's here in November.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He talks a lot about being high. Max, I
Yeah.
think you'd like it.
Yeah. He's, every clip that you play makes me laugh. I got to check him out.
And again,
I'm so out of tune with
the stand-up's not like right in your face anymore. You know, you got to go search for it. So I'm so like out of touch with the new stand-up comedian.
And he's completely clean. Like, he actually messes up one time during the special and says the F word and didn't mean to it. You could tell. And he has to start the whole joke over again. It's really, really good. I don't know. I think I got to imagine it would be super hard to be a comedian and be clean. Or at least harder anyway. I think it'd be hard to be a comedian anyway, but still.
I think it was Dana Carvey on his Fly on the Wall podcast when he was when they had Seinfeld on and they were talking about swearing because Jerry doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And Dana said something. I think this was right. Dana said something like he used an F word once in a joke because he couldn't think of a better word. Like wanted to try to find a better word, but couldn't find a word that punched as hard as the F word.
Yeah.
So he just went with it. And Jerry, because Jerry likes the craft of joke writing, he's like, well, that's interesting. Because then he understands and respects that at least Dana thought about it, right? Calculatedly tried to figure out the rhythm of the joke and find a better word, but just settled on the F word because he couldn't find a better one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So some of the guys try to stay clean.
Yeah. Comedy's good. Makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of laughing, right, and happiness. And
what's your favorite emotion? Expression of emotion, I should say. The middle finger?
No.
That's an expression of emotion, right?
Yeah.
Raising the roof?
Oh, he likes to raise some roofs.
You do love raising the roof.
You're like an Amish guy.
I don't know. If you're a nihilist and nothing matters, then I guess no emotions matter either.
Yeah, true. That you made that real. Maybe that's your favorite emotion, making things real.
Or my favorite emotion is nothingness.
Just nihilism.
Yeah.
I'm the nothing from the Never-Ending Story. The nothing.
I don't get that reference.
What?
I don't remember the nothing.
Oh man. The nothing was basically humans' lack of imagination. That if you don't dream anymore, if you don't imagine things anymore, then Fantasia gets eliminated. And Fantasia was basically Fantasia Borino gets eliminated.
Come on, Fantasia.
The nothing hires a contract killer to take out Fantasia. It's like a Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding situation where if somebody's better than you, you take them out. You got to keep them separated. No.
Great point.
We can't play it.
Oh, yeah.
Podcasters wouldn't hear it.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
I have a bit for us today. It's not a good one, but it's a bit.
Well, why start now?
Well, maybe I should build it up a little more than that. I have this list from MSN or something like that of movie lines so good that final movie lines, like the last thing said in a movie, that are so good they've gone down in history. And I was reading through them, and I found like 20 of them.
Yeah.
And I want to
quiz it.
Well, I'm going to have Saucy leave the room. Actually, I might have both Sauce and Max leave the room. And then I'm going to ask you and see how many you get. But then I'm going to have you predict how many they're going to get.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
Which is funny. So I really liked this the other day on Jeopardy. They had a category that was famous first movie lines.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that lines that are so memorable, but it's the first lines of a movie. And I'm like, that's a cool category.
Yeah.
So this is the opposite. This is final movie lines that were memorable.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So how about tomorrow you do movie lines from middle of movies that are semi-memorable?
Yeah, man. Make it your own.
Yeah, make it your own.
Like, remember in Jaws when Roy Scheider says, "Whip that ass out"?
Yeah, that's the final line.
That's
right.
I didn't
Him
know
and
that
Richard
was the last
Dreyfuss are swimming back, and they realize it's going to be a long-ass swim back.
Let me see that hog.
And miraculously, of course, all other sharks are gone.
They're all gone.
Once you kill that one, you knew there was a shark out there.
Yeah.
All the other sharks are not going to eat you, even though there's a bunch of blood in the water now.
Yeah.
A ton of blood.
But Roy Scheider's character, Brody, famously says, "Whip that thing out," because he's like, you got to keep me entertained during this swim.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in triathlons as well.
Do you remember you've seen The Natural, right, Saucy?
Yeah.
Remember?
Well, when he whipped it out.
Yeah. Well, no, different scene though. Remember the final line that Robert Redford says is, "Those ain't natural."
Yeah, he does say that.
Remember?
Yeah, you're giving all your good ones away.
Yeah, no. There's 2 points Paul will get.
Yeah.
He'll forget.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't listening.
Remember the final line of Weekend at Bernie's? Bernie just stands up and goes, "Psych!"
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, and then he runs away to bang that lady again.
He bangs her again, and he's like, "Oh, that's why you banged her the first time, is you weren't dead." I get it. Okay. Wow, what a performance.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're a little over a month away from meeting that dude.
That's
Hell
true.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Terry Kaiser.
What if he makes it till like 2 days beforehand?
And dies?
Yeah.
For real?
That'd be sad.
Do we have to still
Have
do
to.
the bit?
It-
We have to.
Yeah.
my guess is it's in his will that during his funeral, something like that has to happen.
I would. Yeah.
How awesome would it be? Now, this is gross.
Give it to
Yeah.
me.
Go ahead.
At his funeral, there's an empty casket. And then you actually get Jonathan Silverman and Andrew McCarthy, who's everywhere right now promoting that Bratz documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Which-
everywhere.
yeah.
It comes
That's
out
good.
in a couple of
Yeah.
days.
The
I'll watch it. The Brat
Hell
Pack.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
and I
can't
didn't even
wait.
really live through it, right?
I didn't either.
I fell in love with the Brat Pack
Yeah.
afterwards. But anyway, I'm
Yeah.
getting sidetracked. We'll talk about that in a second.
Well, you are in love with the Brat Pack.
You have Jonathan Silverman and Andrew McCarthy carry the body, dressed as Bernie,
Yeah.
down to the casket, and then maybe some official people can gently place him in. But at least the walk down, quote, the aisle, like you're marrying
Yeah.
him.
Correct. Yeah.
You give Bernie away to the
idea.
afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to.
That's very good.
You think that's in his will?
No, I hope it is.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
Okay,
that's a
yeah.
baller move.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm dead. What do I care?
Right.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
then have the lady that he banged in the front row sobbing because she's going to miss that penis.
And then she says, "Never been better."
Yeah.
She's required legally to say, "Never been better."
Yeah. She got to stand up, and she can't quite get it out because she's crying so hard.
Right.
Just never.
Yeah.
So again, I fell in love with the Brat Pack when I was 12, 13, 14, right? So that's 92, 93, 94. Then I started watching movies like The Breakfast Club and stuff. Chris, you were a teenager
Yeah.
when the Brat Pack was a giant
Oh, yeah.
deal.
It was all happening.
So what was that like? Who were you in love with? Who
Yeah.
did you hate? What was the teenage perception of the Brat Pack? Were
Yeah.
they beloved or despised? Who would you compare them to
Sure.
in 2024?
Sure. I don't know that there is a comparative thing. I would say, I had a hankering for Molly because of the fire down below.
yeah.
But I would say number one on my list with a bullet was probably the same person who was number one on everybody's list with a bullet, and that was Demi Moore. There was nobody cuter in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
There was nobody cuter in the whole wide world, whether she had long hair or short hair. And then when she made that pottery with the dead guy,
Yeah,
oh,
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
She had very short hair.
she had very short
In
hair.
Ghost.
Yeah. And I'm like, now she looks a little like a dude. Oh, I know. I like it even more.
Yep.
Tommy.
Cute. And then Whoopi Goldberg gets it on with Demi Moore. And that was the whole point of the film.
What? I don't think I saw that.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
Whoopi
Yeah.
and Debbie.
Whoopi and Demi Moore get
Well,
it on.
yeah. So
That's the point of
Oda
the
Mae
film.
Brown and Molly touch each other to try to like.
Oh, they did more than that, Corey.
So Patrick Swayze could be inside of Oda Mae Brown,
Yeah.
so
I didn't
Molly
know
could
that.
feel
there
him
were more
again.
scissors than at
Michael's.
Michael's. Thank you. I couldn't think of a place. Thank you.
Brilliant. I didn't know that. I must not have.
That's the point of the
whole
film. What did you think the point of the film
When
was?
did they bang? At the end?
Please don't make it
They
gross.
didn't bang.
Please don't make it gross.
It was just really, really gentle foreplay.
The original movie title was Knuckles. I'll just tell you that. Does that tell you something? You want to know about it?
No.
They ran into some copyright problems
Yeah.
with Sonic's
Yeah.
friend.
I don't know. I love it. I love when girls kiss.
Well, okay. All right. We're back at it again. Here he is.
I don't know. I like what I like. Don't shame me.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, Corey asked Chris about his favorite Brat Pack member, and about 26 seconds in, he just started talking about how he loves when women kiss. So he never really answered the question. Kind of flirted with Molly Ringwald and Demi Moore, but
Yeah.
never really got to. So Ali Sheedy didn't do much for you?
She did. She did. You know, the whole dandruff thing grossed me out just a smidge, but she was soup's cute.
Oh, from Breakfast Club?
Yeah, from Breakfast Club. That grossed me out a little bit. I would say
What a good movie.
A great movie. I
love that
really,
movie.
really, really liked Anthony Michael Hall. I really dug that guy. I thought he was
Yeah.
super cool. And you don't find out until later that because of circumstances beyond his control, the ego got away from him a little bit there.
Yeah.
From what I read. But man, at the time in Weird Science, when he goes, "The chicks cannot hold their smoke," that's what it is. Do you remember that? You know what I'm saying?
Never saw it.
Oh, you know what?
No, I've never seen Weird
You've never
Science
seen
either.
Weird Science.
No.
No.
What you little perverts want to do now? Well, get over here.
I know that line.
Wow.
That line. I'm
How do we
familiar
not
with.
have that line in the system?
Good point.
Yeah,
That's a really good point. But what? Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, he was cool.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah, man.
Andrew McCarthy.
Yeah.
Who am I forgetting?
24 guy.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer. The one kid.
The one kid.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
John
Robert
Cryer.
Downey Jr.
Rob Hunt. No, not Rob Hunt. Rob Lowe.
Yeah,
Timothy
Rob Lowe.
Hutton.
I didn't realize there were so many.
Timothy Hutton was in the Brat Pack?
I would say he
says,
was.
yeah.
I would say he was.
I didn't
yes.
know that.
I would say he was. Yeah. I would say he was.
I guess he wasn't famous enough when I was finding out about them to know that he mattered. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
What did he end up doing? Did he ever do anything again?
He works at Super America.
Does that even exist anymore? Didn't like Holiday buy them or
There's
something?
one left. It's like
the Blockbuster.
That's
Okay.
exactly right. Yep.
He was in a film called
Nightmare Ladder.
Taps. Ordinary People.
Yeah, you don't remember Taps? Have you ever seen
The
Taps?
Falcon and the Snowman.
Yeah, but what about like after 1990?
Beautiful Girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Chris didn't see the movie.
He was
was
in one of hockey's favorite films, Queen Latifah's Last Holiday.
Now that was a great film. Have you guys seen
That
it?
is actually.
That's a very good
that
Christmas
actually is
film.
not a bad movie.
Yeah, right.
There's
Great
no
film.
way that's good.
I like Queen Latifah.
I miss the little Tiefalizer. I wish they'd bring it back to TV.
I don't know what that is.
But the
The
trailer,
Equalizer.
Yeah.
the trailer for the Brat Pack documentary, though, the question that Andrew McCarthy in the trailer asks a couple of them is, what do you think would have changed if the nickname never got thrown out there? Like, if we had never been called the Brat Pack, what changes? And based on the trailer, it gets like, at least Emilio Estevez is go like, Like, if, maybe it's a question he's never thought of before
Yeah, right.
is, would our careers have been different if that label was not placed on us?
Yeah.
They were all giant stars.
Huge stars.
Yeah.
I think they were better than their movies were. Like that one movie about the St. Elmo's Fire, not a great film.
Mm-hmm.
The other movie about that one thing, not great. There were just a few really good movies in there that they did, like
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, the cowboy movie.
Young Guns.
That's a good film.
Yeah, that is a good
I
film.
don't know why I had to say film. I'm suffering succotash over here. Breakfast Club's great.
I was going to say, when you think of Brat Pack, isn't Breakfast Club the first movie you think of? It definitely is for
sure.
me.
Yeah. I wonder, do they consider The Outsiders a Brat Pack film?
And was Tom Cruise never considered a Brat Packer?
It's The Outsiders is the first movie Wikipedia lists on the
all right,
filmography.
cool. Yeah.
So
That's an
was
interesting
Tom
story.
Cruise technically in the
Technically,
Brat
he'd have to
Pack,
be
or
there,
was
yeah.
or did he not run in that circle
I would
enough
say
to?
he didn't run in the circle, but I think he is one.
I wonder.
Risky Business.
There's a lot of, according to Wikipedia, there's a lot of unofficial members.
And he's one of them?
Yeah.
He's an unofficial member.
He was
Got
already
it.
too big almost.
So who does it list as the, quote, official members, Max?
It says Emilio Estevez, Anthony Michael Hall, Rob Lowe, Andrew McCarthy, Demi Moore, Judd Nelson.
Oh, yeah, Judd Nelson. of
Molly
course.
Ringwald, and Ali Sheedy.
Okay.
It also says Marie Winningham, but she was never in any of the movies.
Yeah, I remember that face.
But basically, everybody you just named, almost everybody you named, is just in Breakfast Club. That's the key.
Yeah.
Judd Nelson,
That's
man.
the key movie.
When he puts that fist in the air at the end of the film.
Some people say Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie
he
Sheen was
became
in
a
Young
huge
Guns.
star quick, too.
And Emilio's, half brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full brother, right? Is he a half brother?
I think he's his full brother. I just think
They
they
just
have
have different names.
Oh,
because-
really?
Yeah, because Charlie, I think, is Charlie Estevez.
Yeah, Estevez is the real last name, and
Yeah.
Charlie decided not
Oh,
to
I always
use
thought it was just they were both Martin Sheen's kid with different moms.
No, Martin Sheen's real name is Martin Estevez. So Emilio's the only one that
Yeah,
uses the real
Charlie,
last
it
name.
says, is his
Full brother.
Full brother,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Look at that. 5:53. 10th day of June already, Core. 10th day of June. Before you know it, it'll be football season.
Yeah, man.
And the State Fair and all
Preseason.
State
that
Fair.
jazz.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, all that jazz.
Cheese curds.
You can get cheese curds now if you
fried
want.
pickles.
You can get those now, too, if you want. You don't have to wait.
Yeah,
they're
not quite like those,
Yeah,
though.
correct.
There's some they hit differently.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
The fried pickles at the State Fair are the best fried pickles in the world.
That's like saying the turds in this toilet are better than the turds in that toilet.
Still something to be proud of.
What, turds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
How many fried pickles across the world have you had, Sauce? What
had
countries have you had them in?
I don't know about
Have you had the fried pickles in Abu Dhabi?
No.
Okay, then you don't know, do you?
No, I guess you guys are right.
How many countries in Africa can you name And do they have fried pickles?
Don't know. I don't think I can name any.
Name one Western African country, one Northern, one Eastern, and one Southern.
South Africa.
I knew you were going to say that because Dave Matthews is
Johannesburg.
from there. Well, that's a city.
Isn't that what you said? I have no idea. I really don't.
They have fried pickles?
I doubt it.
Best in the world. All right. I mean, I think they have the best cheese curds in the world at the State Fair, and I don't know what other countries have them, so I'm just agreeing with you.
But you can only get them at that one spot, the cheese curds.
Mouthtrap.
Yeah.
In the food building.
And then you can only get the fried pickles at the fried pickle stand.
Mouthtrap?
Yeah, mouth. M-O-U-T-H. That's the play on words.
Okay.
They're so good.
They're a mouthtrap.
Yeah. And they're piping hot. Ugh, they're good.
And they're like $20 a bucket, but yes, girl.
Yeah, who cares?
Piping hot.
Yeah.
So Pat Sajack's final show was Friday,
Yeah,
right?
man.
And then I assume you guys saw this because it went viral over the weekend. But the final day of Pat Sajack's run on Wheel of Fortune, I wouldn't say got overshadowed, but how about the Price is Right guy missing the final showcase by $1? $1.
Yeah.
What was it, like 35,500 or something, or 34.5 maybe, and it was 34,501 or something. He missed it by $1.
I think I was sent that video 1,000 times. Yeah.
And I watched it about 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them, man. Good. That's pretty cool.
Man, then he wins both showcases.
He sure does. $1
Missed it by
million, right?
$1.
Does he get $1 million?
I don't think so.
I thought I read that he gets $1 million.
Oh, did he?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought he just got both showcases.
Okay, maybe
it was
that's
like
it then.
80-ish, 80K.
I might have dreamt that last part.
Yeah. It's all right.
If he does, I didn't hear about that, but you might be right.
I don't know.
You can only be on one of the 2 shows. Which one and why?
Wheel. Drew Carey sucks.
Oh, poor Drew Carey. What did he do to you?
He's just not funny.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
Saucy.
Drew Carey.
I've
Neither
never.
is Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's a good Family Feud host. He's a good Price is Right host, though. He's solid. He's no Barker, but he's fine.
Yeah.
I bet he's a barker if you pay him enough.
Oh, that's hot.
But why Wheel? Forget the host for a second. Just the game. Which one and why?
Well, the wheel, because you'd be on TV longer. And, I'd like to spin the wheel, man. That's something that not everybody has ever done.
What about the wheel on Price is Right?
Yeah, but I'm not smart enough to get to that part of the
Everybody
show.
gets to that part.
Well, if you win, right? You
No,
gotta
everybody.
get in.
I mean, if you get on stage, all 6
Yeah.
competitors that get on stage get to spin.
I don't know. That's a good question because if you're guaranteed to get on stage, it might be the Price is Right.
It'd be cool to rig your jeans so when you spun the big giant wheel and you grunted, your balls fell out of your face.
What? So you
Let
like
the boy dream.
Wouldn't that be
in the first 20 minutes, you
Wouldn't that be
like
fun?
watching girls kiss and you want your balls to fall out on national TV.
With some kind of booby trap spring loaded
Yeah, not just-
trap door where it's like Drew Carey goes, anybody you want to say hi to? Yeah, the boys.
They
Boing.
just fall
and then
out.
they just fall out.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, that's you got to respect the amount of planning I did, and I took a real chance. I didn't know if I was going to make it all the way to the wheel spin, and I was afraid also with the rigging was going to malfunction when I was running down the hall, and my balls were going to fall out.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, as soon as you get picked in the audience.
Yeah, I don't want them to come out too soon.
I would
Because
like
then
you to
they'll put
rig
you on
this, though,
TV.
where it turns out to be a little bit of a cuckoo clock, where
Right.
there's like a little plank
Yeah.
that they drop on, and then
Right.
there's some kind of theater lighting, like
Right.
they're
Yeah.
like stage light bulbs
Got
around the plank, so when they do fall out,
Right.
it's a true display. Maybe a little song that plays.
Yeah, like a little sound effect, like a boing or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
not
that.
bad.
I see what you're saying. Here was my plan. I was going to slip, and you guys tell me if this is enough money. I was going to slip one of the cameramen a $5, so he can pan up from balls to my face, and I can go ta-da. That was my plan.
I
Okay.
think you need more than a $5 for that guy to ruin his career.
Mom, it's not his fault.
Right, he can just, it's
just gonna
plausible
say-
deniability.
Yeah, he
he can
wanted-
just say that he had no
I had
idea.
no idea.
Yeah, I
just
thought
wanted to
everybody
see.
wanted to see them
I
balls.
just wanted to see what he had to say about it. Okay, you guys. know
Yeah,
something
ultimately,
like
it's the producer's fault for picking that camera.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy's
Yeah,
just
good
filming
point.
the action. He doesn't get to
Well, I got 2
dictate
5s.
what's on screen.
You're going to bribe the
I got 2
producer
5s. Sure.
and the camera guy with a total of $10.
Well, we all been hit hard by the things that happened in San Antonio last night.
All right. So based on Hawk's dream, he's picking prices right over Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the overall
because
point. Yeah,
your pants don't really show on Wheel until you get to the final puzzle.
I've had a plan since I was about 7.
To show your balls on TV.
Everybody's got a dream.
Let the boy dream.
Please, thank you. Thank you, Corey, for standing up for me.
You want to have fried pickles all over the world.
Yeah. That's a lot of pickles.
He wants to show his balls on Price is Right.
Yeah.
And then promote to have your pets spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
What
So they don't look like me.
Like your Make-A-Wish? Like, do they have to do it?
No.
No. No.
Man.
And if you have...
It's a great question.
If you have the general... What's it called when you can make things?
General dollar.
General
Hospital.
You make things?
Like
Dollar
when
General.
like if you could invent a pair of pants that will open up and have a stage, I think you're smarter than you think, and you can make things as opposed to just exposing yourself on TV.
Yeah, but I'm bored with the rest of life.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to make things for good causes.
He just wants to show his balls.
And he doesn't want to play by your rules anymore,
sick
Sauce.
of
He
your
wants
rules,
to
Sauce.
feel the rush of exposing himself on The Price is Right.
I'm sick of your rules.
He wants to show his balls to elderly people and kids that are sick from school.
My God.
Not-
that are
not
having
just the ones in my
saltine crackers
neighborhood.
and ginger ale. Right.
Not just the ones in your neighborhood.
Well, he goes on a lot of nude bike rides. So they take the shrapnel, if you will.
Right. Yeah.
You guys made that weird.
Yeah, that got weird.
That got real weird.
That did.
I think they would blur it. It's not live.
Yeah, it's not live. It's taped 6 months before.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
but-
they'd have plenty of time to blur it so nobody sees it at home.
But there'd be a documentary.
On your balls?
Please.
What
don't
if
be-
somebody saw, like the time you and I saw that video and we're like, those are the most beautiful balls I've ever seen. I must draw those. And then you become like a famous nude model.
Yeah, speaking of documentaries, did you guys watch that Perfect Bid one, right? The guy that basically
Long
had
time
all
ago, yeah.
knew
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
prices for prices, right? That one's fascinating.
Yeah.
The other thing that I saw go semi-viral over the week is after the guy missed the thing by $1 on Friday, all these game show clips that are historic were going viral, and I forgot that the guy who memorized the pattern on Press Your Luck won as much as he did. I knew he crushed. Do you remember how much he won? Like a big win on Press Your Luck back in the day was
$10,000.
yeah, 10 was ridiculous,
Did he win
right?
100?
110,000
Yeah.
in one episode.
I remember that.
And watching Peter Tamarkin go like, what? Why are you like pass your spins? Like
Right.
he doesn't understand why the guy just is gambling. Well, he's gambling because he knows the pattern.
It ain't gambling if you know you're going
Right. And man, watching that clip, knowing that the guy knows the patterns, is just the way he acts when he, I don't know, what should I do here? He puts on an Oscar-worthy performance, pretending like he's not sure what to do. It's freaking brilliant. And I don't remember. They gave him the money, right? I mean,
I think they had to. Yeah, he
I
didn't do
wonder
anything
if
wrong.
it's right. He didn't, quote, cheat, did he?
No, it's just frowned upon. Wait till you see the acting performance I give when I pretend I didn't know my nuts were getting.
Yeah, correct. That'll be lights out. Oh no, my balls!
Right. The fly pops up and it's hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Oh, the Michigan J. Frong song singing? Oh, that's just my cell phone. I didn't know that timed out perfectly. Front Page Sports is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on your home of Chris Hockey exposing his balls to the nation, The Fan.
Hey, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. Mussman? Believers here, right?
Yeah, man.
God, I never know. I just don't remember. Why is it? Why is it? I just move on. I just move on. And people tell me things. I don't think I can remember.
All of our memories are fading fast.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
We talked about it on Thursday when we said, "Hey, are you in on Monday?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Yep." And then we all said, "Well, we're going to ask that on Monday." We'll be like, "Is Lever in?"
Yeah, we'll
And here
forget.
we are.
We were right.
He said yes.
We were right.
Yeah.
We were right. Yeah. Good. And Mussman. So there you go.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
yeah. Thank
Gatorade,
you.
buy 2, get 1 free at Holiday. You can try the new Lightning Blast flavor. Limited edition Lightning Blast, available only at Holiday. Buy 2, get 1 free. Gatorade, thirst quencher, only at our friends at Holiday.
And thank you, and hello to all the people at the Holiday in Wadena, right on the corner there, just off of 10. I stopped on by there at about 1 in the morning on Saturday night / Sunday morning to get myself some Gatorades. You were all very sweet. Thank you, and thank you, Adina, for having Rocky.
Hell yeah,
man. It was fun.
The Minnesota Twins won 11-5 over the Pirates in 10 innings to avoid the sweep. They scored 7 runs in the 10th.
Damn. Yeah, good for them. Man.
Margot led off the 10th with a triple, scoring the old automatic runner.
Okay, what?
Which was nice because the Twins were shut out in the first 2 games of the series against Pittsburgh, 3-0 and 4-0.
Not good.
So that game yesterday ended a 5-game losing streak, the 9-game road trip against Houston, the Yankees, and Pittsburgh. The Twins went 3-6. Now a 10-game homestand for the Twins. Colorado series starting tonight. Then they have 4 against the Sacramento, Vegas, Oakland A's, and then 3 against Tampa.
How do you get all that on a hat?
You don't.
Yeah, it's a large hat. It fits me. Only I can wear it.
When you guys were youngins, when I was a youngin, I liked baseball.
Yeah,
right? I liked it.
Same.
Yeah, and I was from the Cincinnati area, so that was like the team, right? But I had for some reason I had a hankering, an affinity for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I don't remember why. I liked their uniforms, maybe, or maybe it was something on a baseball card that I liked. I didn't have any players that I liked necessarily. I just thought they were kind of cool.
Well, that
Did
happened.
you have one of those teams?
That happened to our era because of starter jackets. A lot of people had starter jackets for teams that they liked the colors or they liked the look of the jacket, but then fell in love with the team backwards. I definitely felt the way about the Raiders, and I don't even remember. They might have been the Los Angeles Raiders at that point. Don't remember exactly which city they were in, but same thing with the San Jose Sharks. A lot of kids our age liked the Sharks because they wanted the jacket.
Oh, okay.
Hornets, too. The Hornets starter went crazy.
Mine was the Expos because in 1994, they had like the best roster ever. Then there was the strike. I love the Expos. The hat's sweet, too. But, now they're the Washington Nationals.
I don't know why I loved the Yankees growing up. I thought they were super cool. I loved Alex Rodriguez. And I didn't realize until I grew up that like nobody in Minnesota, everyone despises the Yankees in Minnesota specifically. So I don't tell people very often, but they were my favorite team growing up and I have no idea why. I just thought they were cool.
I had an affinity for the Los Angeles, at the time,
A's too.
Right.
The
I don't know why.
I had for some reason I liked the Rams too.
Yeah.
And I think they were already in LA by that time.
Did you guys have the reverse? Did you guys have any teams you just you didn't like or you hated for no reason?
The 49ers.
I love the 49ers.
Because they always beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
Seems like it. They probably only played like 4 times, but every time they played them, they beat them.
It's just always been the Packers.
The Spurs. I hated the Spurs.
Hated the Spurs,
Yeah.
Just good, clean team basketball. Get that out of here.
Yeah, that's boring.
Screw that.
Sauce, you loved them, the Expos, the Montreal Expos. What are Expos?
I have no idea. Are they like a big gathering where people go like on the company time? Like, hey, it's the Great Art Expo. Is it that?
I mean, you have your toes in the water.
Yeah, you're right.
You're getting
get your ass in the sand,
warm.
please.
I have no idea. Is it like a big exposition?
But
Again, you are dancing around it, but what does that mean?
They
dancing there,
is like
buddy.
Montreal like the capital of where people go and have like business expos?
I think it was just based on a famous one.
Like just one.
Like
Well,
in the 50s or 60s.
I honestly don't know. I had no idea. I
I mean,
guess
you're
I
dancing
never,
around it. It's like it's a big exhibition about.
Really?
It's like it'd be like a
Fair or
World's
something?
Fair
Yeah,
kind of a
I
thing.
think it was the World's Fair.
So my guess is the World's Fair was in Montreal at some point before they were named the Expos.
They got to bring that back.
The World's Fair?
No, the Montreal Expo.
Oh.
I'd like to expose myself on national television.
Hey, remember how last week, speaking of expansion,
St. Louis
remember how
Park
last week
Expo.
we were talking about the NBA maybe going to Vegas and Seattle because they have to.
Yeah.
And then Adam Silver hinted that, or maybe beyond.
Bobby Bronze disagreed.
But now he's now he did add another city to that speculation list. He said Vegas. He said Seattle.
Winchester, Indiana?
And he hinted at not Montreal.
Montana?
Mexico City.
Oh.
Wait, not Hawks' hometown?
I don't know
Not
how
Union
many
City?
big name players you're going to get to play in Mexico City.
I don't know. It does seem, because I've never been there, so
I haven't either.
Dangerous as hell.
it seems, when I hear that, I think, well, that's dangerous. But
Yep.
I'm sure it's not dangerous everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, didn't Tommy go there and say didn't he have to fly into there and then drive to an area? And he said it was dicey as hell.
Yeah, it's where Sessa's family is all from.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he said that he felt he got a little dicey. But then he had some water off the street. Remember?
Yeah, and then he ate like 8 street tacos.
Street tacos.
Yeah, and then he strangely got the runs.
Yeah.
Fancy that.
Said he was so hungry he couldn't help it.
Yeah, he couldn't help it, he said. I've never been that hungry.
Yeah.
I've been real hungry.
Yeah.
But I get it, man. You know, take out the word hungry and put in horny. I get it.
Oh, yeah. You want to expose your balls on TV.
Please don't say stupid things.
You said that.
I did.
The Celtics are up 2-0 after a 105-98 win over the Dallas Mavericks. Luka had a triple-double, but was pretty quiet late in the game. Just had a monster first half. 32 points, 11 boards, 11 assists, but he did have 8 turnovers. The Celtics are a runaway train right now. They are 14-2 in the postseason and have won 9 straight games overall. Game 3 in Dallas on Wednesday at 7:30.
Yeah, it's over.
They just have the better team, man.
We wore them out, brother.
Yeah.
We wore them out.
And as somebody pointed out, Maxo, last night, they're all of Dallas's role players were just off by 1 series. I mean, Lively had, 2 points last night? I think he has 10 points in the 2 games.
He's a complete non-factor.
Yes, correct.
And he was killing
us.
The Wolves. Yeah.
Well, Boston has figured out what the other 3 teams couldn't. They're not allowing those lob dunks.
Yeah.
Right? The Wolves gave up 1,000 of them. Dallas led the league in alley-oop dunks the first 3 series. They've had a couple through the first 2 games, but man, it doesn't even seem like it's a threat right now.
What's the main reason they're not having that happen?
Whiskey.
You just want me to say Porzingis.
Porzingis.
I don't even know if that's right. I just knew you wanted me to say it.
He has been a huge factor. I completely underestimated how much he would be an X factor in this series. He's been absolutely killing the Mavericks and just the 3-point shooting in general. I mean, the Celtics shoot the most threes, they make the most threes. Dallas can't really hide Kyrie and Luka like they could in past series, and they're getting torched, man.
Yeah, it's over.
It might be over because the Celtics, they're not doing, I mean, they had a crazy hot shooting performance in game 1, but it's super repeatable what they were doing. And they were brutal from 3 in the first half yesterday. That's the only reason it was even close.
Right, correct.
But also, if Dallas makes their free throws, they would have won the game. So it's just the little things that the Celtics are doing better.
Caitlin Clark not on Team USA for the Paris Olympics.
Yeah, did you hear she's going to play for Team Berlin?
She is?
I probably should have said Germany. You get my point. It was a joke. Didn't go well. I'm going to back on out of here.
It's all right. I like your joke.
How could she not be on Team USA?
I don't get it either.
Come on.
Christian Laettner made Team USA.
He's on the women's basketball squad?
It's a ladybug situation. It's like Jonathan Brandis.
He was on the Dream Team with Scott Skiles.
Well, wake him up then.
Oh, brilliant.
Wait, boy.
See, but
I just don't understand why that's brilliant.
You know why that's brilliant?
I'm not even saying it's bad.
Because he's kind
I'm just saying, I understand that. But Chris has so many better jokes than that.
Oh, thank you.
And you have a Pavlovian response to go, brilliant.
You know,
he's kind to me. He's nice to my daddy.
I am.
Wait, my dad.
You're right about both. But also, you can't understand genius, Corey.
Yeah, you don't get it, man.
And frankly, I don't either. I just
take the compliments.
I say things, and then I'm like, well, son of a bitch. I had no idea that was genius, but I appreciate it. You get where I'm coming from?
Man. Yeah.
Do you see where I'm leaking?
Ugh, icky.
Well, it's like I don't
think that phrase is going to catch on.
Yeah,
I don't get any compliments at home, so I was just looking for a couple from Sauce, and I just can't get them.
Well, don't you watch TV alone?
Oh, well, you're not seeing where he's leaking, Corey.
I know you don't care about this, but your wife's post yesterday was very sweet about your 11-year anniversary.
It was yesterday.
It was very sweet.
And very disappointed. I know he's in Las Vegas, but Zach didn't send me a happy anniversary text.
He's busy.
Zach knows
he's busy.
That my anniversary is 6/9 because he's childish.
Yeah.
So he remembers that my wedding anniversary is June 9th, and he didn't send me a text.
It's a very
I have no idea who you're referring to.
You don't know Zach?
Who?
Oh, yeah. He used to work here.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
Man.
He was sitting in the end. Did you see his pictures from Zach Bryan?
No.
In Las Vegas at the T-Mobile? We are currently closer.
Than his seats were?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird, though, after 11 years of marriage, I was more disappointed he didn't text me than, like, Angie not saying, hey, happy anniversary.
Did she forget it one year?
About what that means.
Oh, she's forgotten it so many years.
Wow. That hurts.
It just hurts that Zach didn't remember.
Yeah, maybe you move in with him. Yep. See? Genius.
Well, that's your own joke.
No, that was him rim shotting.
So his rim shot on your joke is genius.
Yeah.
You treat me right, I'll rim shot you.
Brilliant. You've turned, man.
You
just love everything.
I'm turned.
God, Marvel has too many superheroes.
Hawkman.
What?
You're just turned, man.
Am I turned?
You're just loving everybody now.
Ooh, what really matters when we come back? This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
6:24, Power Trip Morning Show. Ben Lieber's on his way here, and I bet the sun is shining on his little face right now. Smile, Ben. Smile into the sunshine. I can't wait to see your face. Maxo's here. Of course, Corey's over there. Saucy as well. Mussman will be here soon. I bet he's waking up with a hangover.
Oh.
What day is today?
It's Monday.
Oh, then yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been a long weekend. Actually, Mr. Mussman and I excited. We got Windstock this coming weekend. Man.
Oh, yeah. What time will that be?
I think we probably go on like at 4:30, like early in the afternoon on Friday. And then Tiger Lily Gold right after us. So that'll be fun.
Is that Rocket Club or Chris Hockey?
Rocket Club.
How's the old Tiger Lily Gold thing for Friday trending? Any traction, or we don't know?
Miss Marnie was working on it.
She was very excited about that possibility.
Excited. Yeah. So I hope it works out. That'd be fun.
All right. Let's do what really matters. ID scores and stats around the world of sports, and then Chris changes your life with something else.
Matters, right?
Yeah, and it's brought to you by our friends at Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thanks, Catalyst.
Cool. Thank you, Catalyst. Pretty cool.
Stanley Cup, Game 2, tonight, Edmonton at Florida. Florida leads the series 1-rip, and Florida won Game 1, 3-zip. Despite being outshot 32-18, but Bobrovsky with a 32-save shutout. So Game 2 in Florida tonight.
Go Florida.
But what really matters is this.
A woman has been found dead inside the belly of a snake.
Yep.
This is a true story.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the first of these that is a true story that I've ever been able to 100% say that really did happen. You read these from time to time. This one really happened. Woman has been found dead inside the belly of a snake after it swallowed her whole in central Indonesia, marking at least the fifth person to be devoured by a python in the country since 2017. The husband of 45-year-old Farida discovered her on Friday inside the reticulated python, which measured about 16 feet. That doesn't seem big enough to me. The mother of four had gone missing Thursday night, failed to return home. Her husband found her belongings, and that made him suspicious. The villagers then searched the area. They soon spotted a python with an enormous belly. What are you guys talking about?
That's a huge bitch.
They agreed to cut it open, and the little Warby boy just fell out.
All over the dock?
Wait a minute, doc. As soon as they did...
I think you're thinking of the kids from Oh Brother, We're Out Thou.
You're right.
And I think, isn't it Worley or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's Worley.
Worley?
Something like that.
You said Warby, like Warby Parker, the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like, that's either my wife or a whole bunch of sunglasses.
Yeah, correct.
Here's the thing,
They
Corey.
might be prescription.
Here's the thing, Corey. We've all admitted that our memories are terrible. But I don't want to have to say over and over again, I don't remember the little boy's name.
Right, so you just make up a name.
Yeah, you just make it up.
If you just throw a name out there and you keep on moving, sometimes people like it's almost like somebody just grazed your nut like when they were coming by, and it kind of almost hurts, but it doesn't. So people kind of feel it and they're like, something's wrong there, but they keep on moving. They agreed to cut open hi buddy. Hi Ben. They agreed to cut open the python's stomach, and as they did, Farida's head was immediately available. What if she had been like, hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for getting me out of here.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's real hot in here.
Yeah. Kiss me.
There are very, very, very few ways you can die that are worse than that.
Yeah,
that is a top
hideous.
tenor. That might be a Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're totally dead when it swallows you, right?
I don't know.
It's trying to suffocate you.
Let's find out.
But I wonder if you are.
Yeah, so you think it grabbed her and strangled her out?
Oh, it definitely strangles you out. It tries to suffocate you and crush you first.
Okay, so I walked in.
Oh, yeah, you didn't hear the first part.
No, you guys talking about that mom that got eaten by the snake?
Yeah.
Oh, is this like in Indonesia?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Here's a story, a sentence I didn't need to read. I don't know. Farida was found fully clothed inside the snake. Did they think the snake undressed her? Was there a possibility that?
Yeah.
That
it's like peeling a banana, right? I mean, some people just go for it.
Yeah. Anyway, graphic video that I never want to see.
Right.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Yeah, appeared to show the snake being cut open.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Reticulated pythons grab onto their prey with dozens of sharp, curved teeth and then squish it to death before swallowing it whole. Owies.
All right, so it is. So more often than not, or always,
they're dead.
They're dead before they start getting swallowed.
Yeah, that's what Google says. Either the venom or the constriction. They won't. It said they won't. Huh?
They have venom?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
that's what
realize.
it said for python. Yeah, I think that's just a quick Google search. It says it won't swallow you unless you're unconscious or dead
because it doesn't want you to fight back when you're in there. That makes sense.
Boy, you're going to have a hard time, Mr. Snake. I'm going to stay awake.
How do you think it knows that you're dead?
Standing aid count.
I think it checks your pulse with its tail.
Yeah, does it check your... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah, I bet it can feel your heart beating while it's wrapped around you. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, that's a good question.
So then
though.
a python
I like it.
is a better doctor than the guy last week who declared that woman dead and then sent her to the
coroner.
And to be fair, he wasn't going to swallow her whole.
Oh, man.
He was busy.
H-O-L-E or W-H-O-L-E?
Although the story is he did take her clothes off.
Oh, dealer's choice.
Wow.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Hey, we got a few dead bodies. Dealer's choice what you want to do with them. All right?
Oh, you're gross. Reports of humans being killed by pythons are extremely rare, but several people have died in Indonesia in recent years after being swallowed by pythons. They're getting a taste for it now.
I mean,
oh my God, I just saw the video.
You saw? Okay. Where did you find it?
It's on X. Yeah, just type in Python.
I do not want to see that.
Blurred or unblurred?
There's a blurred one, yeah, but I think there might be an unblurred one.
I don't want to see either of them.
No.
Steve.
Yeah, it's blurred.
All right, stay with me because great white shark attacks got to be up there as well. But I think if a great white isn't messing with you, truly is attacking you to eat you, I bet you're dead pretty quick because you lose so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Violence. It might be by the time you realize what's happening, you're shredded in half and you bleed out and you go unconscious. I bet I hope more often than not, it's pretty quick. This one feels like it might take longer than you want it to. This one might be worse.
Yucky.
Yeah, this
It might
one's
be
worse.
worse.
This one's worse. I think.
Yeah.
I think this one's worse because
I think it is.
It's going to take you a minute.
Ugh.
You know, like he's going to have to probably get a better grip a couple of times.
So I guess that's my point is a shark attack, you might go unconscious so fast that you don't have a minute and a half or 2 minutes to think about, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
You might have 3 seconds before, your lower half is gone and you're bleeding out and you're unconscious.
Yeah.
With this, you might have a good minute or two going, I have no escape plan.
How about this?
I have no out.
My God.
I'm not strong enough.
No.
Nobody's coming. I'm dead.
Yeah,
and you just have a couple of minutes to think about how you can't breathe.
Let me make it worse. You're feeling your bones breaking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Before you die.
Good point.
Yeah, and then your lungs probably crush and
Wow, you guys.
Don't do it, Ben. I don't want to see it.
You know what? The video, at least I saw the blurred video. Oh, my.
I don't
I did not realize I was going to see that picture.
I'd like to go the rest of my life without ever seeing that. That one.
You do
what
need
picture?
You do need to see
what picture?
the picture of the python before they cut it open.
Oh, no
really?
thanks. You can kind of see her body shape.
It looks like an alligator.
It looks like an alligator because it's so expanded.
Wow. I wonder.
That's a huge bitch.
I felt like that yesterday after I left Hardee's.
What'd
Like
you
if
get?
they'd cut me open, they'd see a whole Frisco cheeseburger.
Oh, so good, right?
I'm not going to cut Chris open and have one of those Warby Parkers spill out over the dock.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to sound graphic, and I'm sorry we keep talking about this. Maxo, because you've seen the picture. Is she headless?
I think she is.
Oh, really? They said the first thing they saw when they cut her open was her head.
Oh, really?
What if they accidentally cut her head off?
Yeah, what if they...
Oh my God, look, the snake cut her head off.
Wow.
It kind of looks like she is, though.
Cut it clean off.
I mean, how does that
that's
work?
just her shirt kind of like
Why are you-
pulled above
why are you
over
looking
her
at it?
over her shoulders.
Well, you are a different person than me, Ben.
Yeah.
I
don't wanna
I
say
would be
that.
so
Steve,
grossed
get
out
your
right
life
now.
together, man.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Ben, what are you doing?
Come on, man.
I think we should keep talking about this in great detail.
Yeah, good morning there, Bob.
There's another video of a python that's just hanging from the ceiling, just holding a possum, and it's so insane. Like the strength that
Yeah,
they
like a
have
baby?
is nuts. It's just coddling it to sleep. No, look at this hug.
I don't want to.
Look at just.
Icky.
Oh, Lordy,
It's just picking it up from the ceiling.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Okay.
that's terrifying.
Snakes suck.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
gross.
The worst.
What a mistake. All right. So that matters. I told you.
My turn? Or break time?
It's break time.
We'll do more of what really matters after
Yeah,
this.
I'll clean it up. I won't bother you as much with the next one, I promise.
Yikes. More with Ben Lieber and the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Man.
Ben. Hey, Ben. Ben. Hey, Ben. Ben. Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
He shot through the computer monitor.
Yeah, you watched it.
Oh, my Lord.
I know.
What
I know.
a shot.
So
I don't know this.
I sent him a video of a sheriff's department that released. I guess
Dangle.
I guess I didn't realize that sheriff's department and police departments do this around the country. But there was an incident at the hostage situation at a Bank of America, I believe. I don't even know what city this was in. Anyway, they were just giving an update, a public update about like what happened, and they go into great detail about how they were able to kill the hostage taker, the guy, the victim. What am I looking for here? Anyway, the bank robber.
Florida.
And then they released the video of the sniper shooting the guy in the head. It's blurred out, but you get what's going on.
It's
like
unbelievable.
like the snake video. You still understand what's happening.
Yeah.
But he shot through a computer screen intentionally?
Yes.
It was the only way to get.
Yeah.
It was the only way to take
Man,
the
those
shot.
guys and gals, unbelievable.
So he put the barrel of the
Snipers.
gun on another guy's shoulder, another SWAT member's shoulder. And then they had the negotiator just talking with this guy just to distract him. And the second he just like came into somewhat of a plain view of the like right behind the computer monitor.
Oh my God!
Just took a shot.
What a shot.
And he was holding two people hostage. So he was in the middle.
Yeah.
Holding a man and a woman that worked at the bank. So he had to shoot only this guy's head and avoid the other two that were within inches
if
of
you
his
miss,
head.
you accidentally kill a hostage.
Yeah.
Through a computer screen.
Yeah, so you got to be the best of the best.
And
That's just
they're
so crazy.
So they're like, we use a specialized bullet that we know around that will go through objects and remain on track.
Wow.
So they intentionally knew that they were going to maybe shoot through something to kill this guy.
Think of the precision and the trust, because if that sniper misses by a couple inches and snipes one of the hostages,
Right.
it is a gigantic story.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Right, that you sniped the wrong person. But you do your job like this, and it's just unbelievable. But that's how awesome these people are. How accurate they are.
In my mind, when I saw the story before I saw the video, I'm like, well, this has got to be from like, the book depository building, right? Mm-hmm. No, it was probably within 30 yards, 20 yards maybe. So it was a pretty close shot. But still,
you better have it.
Yeah, you better be
have it.
right.
And those hostages are right there. Like he's got them right next
Like
to him.
shoulder-
like it's
shoulder to his
Oh my
shoulder.
God.
Yeah, right.
that was
And there is blood splatter.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes down immediately.
Well, they
That
always
was
say
nuts.
you never hear the bullet that kills you, right?
Right.
Because the speed of sound travels
can't be
slower
sure
than
of
the
that.
speed of light. Can't be sure, but let's hope, right?
Right.
For most of us.
Yeah.
But for this guy, think about that. He might be sitting there going, I think I have a pretty good handle, and then you're dead, and you don't even know
You don't
it.
even
You're
know it.
dead before you know that you failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want to
Man.
interview the two hostages.
Yeah.
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 I want to hear what they have to say.
Because they had knives like
to their necks.
Yeah, and he was getting more and more aggressive. That's why they'd take a shot.
Yeah, they said he had bombs, he had like all this stuff, and he was going to kill the two people and whatever.
Right.
So, got to take the guy out.
Had to be done.
That's depressing. Why did you bring that up?
Well done, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, more What Really Matters?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Daddy.
Oh, we don't need that music.
Oh, Hawk.
We need this music.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
You know what? Go ahead.
No, this one matters, though.
Go ahead.
One of my crew. Shout out to Kat. Kat is down to the final 10. Our friend Kat is
Perkins?
ninth.
Carl Anthony Towns?
No, she is ninth out of the final 10 in event number 25, the 3K Limit Hold'em 6 Max tournament. So she's 9 people away from a bracelet. So
that's
Kat
awesome.
is freaking due. Let's go, Kat.
I would gladly pay you if she wins.
Yes, that would be awesome.
More importantly, what's the payout?
This one isn't a giant one. I think it's 6 figures for first, but it's not a huge one. There were only 248 players in it because it's a 3K 6 Max. It's limit. It's kind of a niche bracelet, but winning a bracelet, it doesn't even matter. You can just get a bracelet. That's so freaking rare. It's so hard to do. So,
Is that a flex that you go to other tournaments wearing the bracelet or no?
I don't think most people do, but I definitely would for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Hellmuth going for a bracelet, I think like 18 or 19. He went out 24th, I think. So
Sorry, what event is it again?
Event 25.
Okay, thank
the $3,000 buy-in limit Hold'em 6 Max, which means only 6 people at a table, not 8 or 9. So because it's a 6 Max, she's just outside of the final table. Let's see if she can run it up here. She was a chip leader with like 40 to go. Let's go, Kat. That does really matter to me. But what really matters is this.
Scientists made snails remember something that had never actually happened to them.
Like Inception. Implanted it in their brain.
Yeah. Here's what they did.
Stupid snails. They're so gullible.
I didn't know snails had memories. Okay, first of all. Second of all, here's what they did. So they took these snails and they shocked them over and over and over and over again, which is mean. But everybody be cool.
A-holes.
Right?
Not
So I'm saying.
kind.
And then they got them all shocked up, right? So they were jumpy, and then they took some of their RNA, the ones they'd been shocking, put it in some snails they hadn't been shocking, and those snails they hadn't been shocking started acting like they'd been shocked. Ain't that some mess?
That's
scary.
So what you're saying is maybe we could find a way to take human trauma and put it into people that we don't like.
Right.
Or is that
Or
just
you
the
could
first thing I
convince
thought
somebody that they did something they didn't do.
Yeah.
of? But then could you do the opposite?
That's what
Could
they've been
you-
working on.
That's
in
what I was
CIA
gonna
for
say.
a
Could
long
you
time.
the opposite.
eliminate guilt or trauma by removing it?
Yeah.
There is a school of thought that Jack Ruby was one of those people. That he had no idea. He wasn't in charge of himself when he actually took out Haley Joel Osment. I can't remember the guy's name.
He killed the kid from Science.
He sees dead people because he's dead.
He is dead. That's how he dies. We never really find out.
Remember when I said, just throw a name in?
Yeah.
Gotta hate this bleeping kid.
Yeah. I hate that film.
No, for real. This is fascinating stuff, man. The CIA was doing some weird stuff with drugs. Weird stuff with LSD. Weird stuff with memory things.
Yeah, weren't
right?
they
Yeah,
doing
the acid stuff
Yeah,
was
weren't
crazy.
they doing weird things to Ted Kaczynski?
Yeah, wasn't that the MK Ultra whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah. Isn't there like several people that committed some very heinous crimes that were all part of those?
And
I don't know if that's just like a conspiracy tinfoil hat thing, but that's what I've
I don't
heard.
know. There's enough smoke that there's something in there. You know what I mean? Like, if you read about the Jack Ruby situation, it's like he woke up one day and went, why now?
He's basically the Winter Soldier from Marvel.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted before he was the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski was a mind control test subject.
Right. And by the way, they also think Charlie Manson was one too.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes sense because he also in turn used acid on the family. Every night
exactly.
he would pick the dosage for each member of his family and decide how much that they were gonna trip.
And he was in a hospital, like a mental ward of either a jail or a hospital or something like that, where they know they were doing experiments on people.
Yeah.
And when he went in, he was just your normal, everyday, average Joe. And when he came out, women found him unbelievably they wanted to follow him. They would do whatever he told them to do.
He came out with that Riz, man.
That's what I'm saying.
He had that Riz.
Government-induced Riz.
He had that governmental Riz.
That's what they call it.
Here's the problem, though. If all of this or some of this is true, the problem is the next time we have some half-assed serial killer, they're going to go, oh, the CIA put RNA in me. I didn't do this. And then that's going to be their out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go kill some people and then just say that I got RNA. Well, it's not. I was out of my control, like Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
If it's like less than 1%. If we get caught with our bank robbery, we can just say, like, look.
Yeah.
This was all just a big
point.
CIA experiment. We didn't know what we were doing.
It was RZA's fault.
Well, bank robbery is a possibility.
No, from Greece. Rizzo.
Not Rizzo.
See, but back to the guy that just got sniped, right? Our heist is going to be so good. We don't need knives. We don't need bombs.
No, we're a nonviolent group.
They're not even going to know it's gone until it's gone.
We are the sniper bullet.
Exactly.
What if they put the wrong memory from the snail inside me? And I just remember going places real slow.
Correct.
And being all slimy and gross.
Sorry. Yeah. It took me forever to get here.
What if they took a little bit of Ron Jeremy's RNA?
Oh, man, I'd be so pleased.
Well,
there's a lot of gals that have taken his DNA.
Yeah. Well,
that is true.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, well, never mind. Keep on moving.
Yep. It says Whitey Bulger was also allegedly one of those people.
How is that not a porn name?
Yeah. Pinky Bulger. Purple Bulger.
I mean, I'll just say it. Blackie Bulger.
UConn head coach Dan Hurley is expected to make a decision today about taking the Lakers job. He claims that the Lakers made a, quote, compelling case and had a compelling vision, whatever that means. That means they're offering him an S-load of money. He's 51 years old. He just won back-to-back titles with UConn. The Lakers also tried to get Coach K about 20 years ago.
Yeah,
and he was obviously in his prime at Duke, and they floated him a huge offer, and he didn't take it. But everybody that's speculating that Hurley's going to take this is saying, well, the college landscape is just so different with NIL.
Yeah.
You got it. If you're him, you have to take this job, right?
You just take it.
Yeah. And then
I do want to know what the vision is, though. Like we mentioned last week when the story broke, you're not getting LeBron in his prime. So if I'm Dan Hurley, it's like, cool, I'll take this check. This is more money than I'm ever going to see in college basketball.
I don't have to work again if I get canned.
But am I getting canned in 2 or 3 years because
I have to keep LeBron?
No, just like what's the plan after LeBron, right? In a year or two, if he leaves or because retires, he's only got a couple.
Yeah, he's
left.
got to retire
for sure. I mean, then what? Then are we building around Anthony Davis? Whatever this compelling vision is, I wonder what it truly is. Because he must have asked, "What do we do after LeBron?"
It'll be
goes?
Bronny's team.
Yeah,
that's what everybody wants to do.
Let me add to that question. I'm sure that you guys probably know the answer to this question, but when you take that NBA job, on average, how many years does an NBA coach last? Like 3 years on average?
Probably.
I bet it's 3 years.
Contracts are probably on average 5, but my guess is the average expectancy is about 3 before you get fired.
It's been a little bit more cutthroat lately, too. I mean, we saw that the Bucks had the 3rd best record in the NBA, and they fired their coach in the middle of the season. So like it's become a little bit more cutthroat.
But what if you have this meeting? Dan Hurley has this meeting, and they say, "Listen, the plan this offseason," and then they lay it out. And one of the bullet points is you got to draft Bronny James. You'd have to have full control, right? If you're going to go into this knowing you have to draft LeBron's son, because I guarantee you that has been brought up.
It's a 2nd rounder, though. Who cares, right? Yeah. 2nd round picks are flyers.
Well, what's the rumored contract worth?
Well, I think they think it's $15 million plus, right in that Steve Kerr range. So one of the highest paid coaches in the NBA.
So $15 million a year.
I think that's the floated number, is something like that.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Is there any chance this is all made up? Like the whole idea that LeBron wants somebody to, because that just seems like something. There's no person I've ever met on earth who would want to be known as the person who only got drafted because his daddy wanted him to get drafted.
Right.
There's nobody wants that. I can't imagine Bronny, who has to go through the life with his name Bronny, first of all, wants to be drafted because daddy said so.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: is his stock is going up. I do think he would get drafted either way, but the idea that you're getting drafted with the possibility of luring dad in as well, that's annoying, right? I would want to know, all right, if I'm the 52nd pick, that team actually thinks I'm good, Not just they hope I'm good, but they really want my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and
I'd want to make it on my own.
That's the thing, though, that I don't understand about the NBA. It's like the NBA are parting the seas just to let the Lakers or whoever it's going to be, wherever LeBron is at, just take him with that second round pick. Let's just say there's a team that's 5 picks ahead, and they legit think that, like, hey, he actually might be a good prospect. We should take him with this second round pick.
I think they will then. Whatever team you're talking about.
Or do you think the NBA is just going to be like, nope, we're just going to let the Lakers do it, and LeBron, like, we'll give him that respect of just like stepping back, taking somebody else, and letting him fall to the Lakers at that
I think
draft
if he falls to the Lakers, what you just said is going to be the narrative is that, well, the league just let it happen.
Yeah.
But the truth might be that there's a lot of teams that don't think he's that good, but it's just a matter of the teams that are around him. I think he's going to get drafted in the second round. It's just a matter if he actually falls to the Lakers or not.
Yeah. And some other teams have kind of come out, and there's been reports that certain teams are interested in him, like the Jazz and stuff like that. And that's when LeBron conveniently came out and was like, okay, I'm not going to go to any team that Bronny's going to go to just to prevent stuff like that. Because if you're the Hornets or the Pistons, you're not going to be good this year anyways. Why not take a shot, like Corey said, and maybe win the lottery and get LeBron James, like by drafting his son? So I don't know. We'll see.
But at what point in time, to Chris's point, that would you feel like if you're Bronny James, that you're making it through or into the NBA on your own merit? There's not a scenario where you feel like that's the case.
I don't think to start his career he's going to feel like that. It's going to have to be whether he earns it later, right? Yeah. Initially, I think you're right. He's going to have to ask, did this team just take me because I'm his son?
Yep.
But if you can start building a career and do it on your own, then you earned it on your own. We'll see. I don't know. I feel bad for him, but should I? I don't know if I should.
It's good. It'd be a burden either way, even if he was really good. His name is LeBron James Jr. He's always going to be in his dad's shadow. So it'd be a burden either way.
But what really matters is this.
When you die, if you have a pacemaker, you can leave it to a animal organization so it can be used in dogs that need pacemaker sticks in their lives.
Oh, that's nice.
You know that?
I didn't know that either.
That's why I'm here, brother.
That's very good.
I wonder if you have to check the box of organ donation for that to happen. Or they just be like, well, it's not really an organ. We're just going to take it.
Yeah, right.
And you can't just say, give it to one of my dogs.
Yeah,
because that would be like, which friend are you?
Yeah, which one of your boys?
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
So if Snoop Dogg has a pacemaker and dies, then it would be dog-to-dog transplant.
Yeah, well said.
That would be cool. If a dog, a real dog, had Snoop Dogg's pacemaker.
Or like how people say, I got that dog in me.
Yeah.
The dog could be like, I got that human in me.
Or I got that Snoop Dogg in me.
Right.
The deal.
Or you're into bestiality.
God, he looked right at me when he said that, too.
Yeah,
I didn't care for that. Why would whoa. Why would it be me?
I meant in this room.
What?
Out of just the three of us?
Yeah.
You're the one who loves my muppy. You're the one who loves Muppy more than your family. You're the one. You're the most likely of the three of us in this room.
Banging my dog.
I'm not either. We're just talking about who's the most likely. You're the most likely. Yeah, I know what it is.
Well, thanks for that clarification.
Okay, it wouldn't be you.
So then, is it you or Ben?
It's none of us in this room.
No, but who's the most likely?
Man,
you took your dog Muppy up to a romantic cabin weekend, a romantic getaway.
Yeah.
And I'm the most likely?
I ain't banging my dog. I just love my Muppy.
Button bar. And thanks for the clarification.
I know.
That got weird.
Check this out.
Thanks for the public declaration there.
Things change in pro sports quickly. Some of these numbers kind of blew my mind. Stay with me for a second. Giants tight end Darren Waller is retiring at age 31. He said, quote, the passion for football has been slowly fading. Right? If that's cool. If you don't feel, he's had some health problems. He's had a battle with drugs and alcohol and stuff.
He got divorced.
Yeah.
Too.
Divorce went south with Kelsey Plum, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
If the fire is gone, who's to judge, right? He's 31, doesn't want to do it anymore. Fine. He played 8 years. Darren Waller for a while, right? Was a beast.
Yes. Yeah, he was good.
8-year career. How many touchdowns did Darren Waller have in 8 years?
Great question, Core.
Then I have a couple of stats that might blow your mind. But let's start with this one. Darren Waller, tight end of the Giants, technically, but he was most famous for playing with the Raiders. 8-year career, had how many touchdowns?
15.
Because you're bringing it up, it's got to be a low number.
Yeah.
I would say 23.
20.
Wow.
Dang.
Doesn't it seem, especially if you play fantasy football, doesn't it seem like Darren Waller had 70 or 80?
Like
He had
20 in a
20,
season.
right.
Wow.
So in 2020 with Vegas, 107 catches, 4 yards shy of 1,200, and 9 touchdowns, and he made the Pro Bowl. That was his big breakout year. Everybody's like, God dang, Darren Waller's a beast. September of 2022. So this is less than 2 years ago. He signed a 3-year, $51 million deal with Vegas. So less than 24 months ago, he was the highest paid tight end in football.
For one season?
Then 6 months after that, Vegas trades him to the Giants and his career basically fizzles away. So less than 2 years ago, he was the cream of the crop, highest paid in the league, and he's now done. Things change quickly in sports.
Yeah. Have you guys actually listened to his rap video that he put out?
Oh, dear God.
One of the worst things. I've
God,
ever heard.
you guys. I mean,
Wait, he put out as a part of this retirement thing, or when did he put this out?
It was a divorce tune for sure.
And brutal?
It is brutal.
Brutal's an understatement.
Yeah.
Well, he does have music in his blood because he is the great-grandson of apparently a pioneer in jazz piano, a jazz pianist named, and I love this, Fats Waller.
Oh, yeah, Fats Waller.
No kidding.
All the old guys that had the nickname Fats.
Fats Domino.
Fats Domino.
Such a sweet
What
name.
a cool nickname. So Fats Waller is his great-grandfather, I guess.
You know who probably doesn't like the nickname?
Yeah.
Fats.
I wonder why they called him Fats. If he was $130, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, that wouldn't be so bad if you were fat. If you're called Fats and you were skinny, people are like, you're being ironic.
But you're saying that kind of jazz influence didn't trickle down to Darren?
No. It's honestly, it's like it's a small glimpse into his psyche, and I think that he's crazy. I'm not kidding. Like you watch, if you have,
is it arable?
I don't think there's any.
I don't think there's any
curse words.
Yeah, I think it's arable.
But it is offensive in its horribleness.
It is the most
worse.
embarrassing, cringeworthy thing that I've watched.
The video
in a
is
while.
terrible.
So it's the Rebecca Black of NFL players rapping.
I don't even know who that is.
Rebecca
the,
Black,
Friday song from like a decade ago.
Oh, no,
she's like Adele compared to Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's unbelievably.
Can we start
bad.
calling him Fats Waller?
I would rather watch 20 Indonesian women get eaten by pythons than have to listen.
If you're just tuning in, that is not a euphemism.
No.
He meant the actual snake.
What? This video, even on mute, you can tell this video sucks.
It's horrendous.
And he's got like a Kelsey Plum lookalike.
Yeah.
yeah. It's very cringe.
This is it.
Oh.
Take your time ahead. Just take a time out and feel.
Does he think he Post Malone?
We opened up and we knew how much that you and I were real. How long I gotta climb up this hill.
He's like wearing his leather jacket from high school. I don't know what he's doing.
He's like in like a field.
Yeah, he's like rapping to her driving away in her Jeep.
I just feel bad for everybody that was on that production shoot to do that video.
Here's why I'm getting old. If you had told me that was Drake's new single, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
And I'm being serious. That's what I think a lot of the new music sounds like. So it's bad. But if you're like, man, this is the number 3 song in the country, I'd go, Jesus.
Yeah, what are we listening to?
Oh,
Why
boy.
are you listening to music?
No.
And then if you told me it's Darren Waller, I'd say, what's the difference?
No.
I've been listening to Fats Waller since the 30s.
Yeah.
So
Fats Waller's awesome though.
So real talk though, the fact that you said that, I experienced that over the weekend. So we had some friends of ours for their kid's birthday actually got a suite at the Noah Khan concert. And
Yeah, I saw you tweeted about that. Was it awesome? Outside of stick season?
Well, yeah, it's like I knew 3 of the songs, but the rest of it, I was like, I have no idea. Like, how is this guy selling out 2 nights in a row at the Excel Center?
So
like,
it wasn't good, or
it was good. I just it's not Like it's not my guy. Like I don't really know the
Stick
music.
Season is a great song,
and that's the encore. That's the
Love that
finale.
song.
It's
Super
a great song.
catchy.
It's a great song. Really, really good, and the whole crowd was going crazy. But you look around and it's like generationally, it's just not even in my wheelhouse. It's everybody in the crowd was young female or college students, or like moms taking their kids.
So I don't know much about him. I didn't know anything about him until he was on Saturday Night Live, and then Zach had to tell me how to pronounce his name even. So what I've seen on Twitter, this is not my opinion, this is just what I've read, is that people that love him, just unequivocally. People that don't like him think that he's basically just Mumford & Sons light. That it's this next generation version of a solo Mumford kind of vibe.
Yeah, I think that I was just shell shocked and like I know who he is. I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah, he's a huge deal.
I mean, to sell out that stadium, that arena twice, back to back nights.
Let's be honest, Ben. That experience just made you feel old.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's why you didn't like it.
That's the whole point of it. I'm like, wow. I guess I just did not realize like it's a song that I know, but I still feel very old in this building with all of these fans.
Gotcha. Ben Lieber is here. Fats Mussman is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. We're back after this on The Fan.